How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Elsewhere with us today. Can say their names and what they do in the band.
My name's Ori. I do vocals.
My name's Tyler, and I play
I'm
bass.
Tim. I play lead.
See, I had to get in there quick because I knew this was going to happen. So that's why I was quick.
It always happens. I feel like that's a pretty common occurrence here. But thank you guys for coming on. I want to give a shout out to Nikki. Love her. Go check out her band Renovare. She was the one who tagged us and got us connected. And funnily enough, I have seen Elsewhere live before. So it was probably a super, super long time ago. And I get older with each year, so I feel like I lose more and more of that memory. But I was like, I remember these guys because I live in PA and grew up in Jersey, so I'm sure you guys have played where I've actually seen you guys play before. I imagine you played like Philly at some point in your career. Have you guys played Philly or
just
one time?
once?
Okay, it was probably that time then, because I'm trying to I was trying to think because normally I'm pretty good at remembering like bands and like obviously if they're PA bands, like I see a lot of PA bands, and I would be pretty sure that I saw you guys in Philly the last time you were there, sure. But wanted to know how Elsewhere started out because I don't know, beyond seeing you guys live and checking out some of this stuff on your YouTube page, don't really know too much about like how the band started out. So, feel free to spare no expense. Give us the long of it. I'd love to hear how basically bands form. I'm such a nerd about music, so would love to know how the project started and how you guys kind of formed.
Give them the mythos, Ori.
Mythos.
No, I told it the last time.
Tyler has the prehistoric AD version or PC version, and then I have like the actual modern.
Wow.
Yeah, then Ori just goes. Ori goes. Yeah, I
songs on stone tablets.
Yeah, you tell it. You know it. You tell it.
Oh, fine, I'll tell it. So Tyler
Okay.
and Josh, our guitarists who couldn't be here, because he's getting rained out at Blue Ridge. They wrote a bunch of songs together, and they were gonna put it on an EP. This was like back in the Stone Age, way before anyone they thought about making it into like a full-fledged band. And then Josh kind of took some of the songs and made one music project called Illusion of Solace, and then the softer, more emo songs I contacted Josh about, and I was like, hey, I still want to do a band. I know you have music, let's make something happen. So we ended up taking 3 of those songs they wrote before, and then we made it Hopeless, our first EP.
Ooh.
And
Source materials today.
Tyler was in the hardcore, the more like harder, genty band playing bass, but it got too hard for him.
And that's true, actually. That's true.
He wanted to be in a band with me because I'm awesome, so he switched teams. He switched teams and played bass for Elsewhere, and we switched some things around, and we lost the guitarist, and then Timmy was also friends with Josh. Josh is kind of like the middle.
He's the hub.
He's kind of the hub.
So that's kind of how we brought Timmy in, and we've been going since.
And Timmy, obviously, in regards to knowing Josh, like when he approached you and said, "Hey, I think you should be in our band." Had you been in projects before that where he like saw you play live and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna steal this guy," if he's not in a band? Like, how did that kind of come to be, and how did you obviously meet Josh to then join Elsewhere?
Yeah, so Josh was actually before Illusion of Solace and Elsewhere. He was in a band with, I have another friend named Jake. They were both in a band called Earthbound a long time ago, way before Earthbound and iOS. And so when the other guitarist left, Jake actually hit me up and he's like, "Hey, Elsewhere is looking for a lead guitarist. You should message Josh." And I was like, I don't really know. I was like, what kind of music do they play? And they're like, like melodic hardcore. I was like, oh, okay, I can get down with that. So I, looked them up. I messaged Josh actually first, and we started talking, kind of got the ball rolling, and I sent him my Instagram handle. So I had some covers at the time, so he saw them. So that was like my audition tape, kind of. And then once he saw them, he was like, "Cool, man. Well, we try to have practice, every Sunday." And I think it was actually that Sunday. We went over to Ricky's, 'cause that's where we have practice. And I met Josh. I actually like formally met Josh, because like I did know him before, but like I didn't really know him that well.
Okay,
So yeah, so that's why I met everyone else. Yeah, so that kind of started from there. So yeah.
You're just like, here, hey, Josh, I'm here, and hey, you get to meet the rest of the group all at one time. And you're like, if it doesn't
Yeah,
work out, then you've made it so much more awkward because you're like, oh, I've met all
Yeah,
of these new
yeah.
people. Now I have to like stand here awkwardly with my guitar. That's wild. Well, I'm glad it worked out because otherwise it would have made the story that much more like odd, right?
Yeah, that was great, Tim, but that's not going to work for us.
And he's like, what are you doing in our video call right now? We shouldn't even be here. That's wild. Ty, do you have anything else to add to that, the mythos?
No, that's pretty much it. Tim joined the band like during COVID, so we kind of
wow.
stopped. We stopped playing shows because I mean everybody, there was no shows happening and stuff, and we were being safe and stuff. But I had booked a benefit show to for some friends of mine, and probably what, a month and a half before this happened is when we had to get rid of our guitar player because of unsavory things and stuff. We had to cut ties with them, and we were like, okay, we can play it as a 4-piece. It's not that big a deal. But then Tim messages Josh, and we're like, oh, that's even better, because I mean, having two good guitar players is much better than just having a bunch of backtracks and stuff.
Sure, yeah.
So Tim learned our entire set. We only play about 30 minutes in probably 4 weeks to be able to play that. To be able to play Tim's first show ever.
Yeah.
Tim learned
Kudos.
a full set in 4 weeks, only having about probably 3 full band practices before that show.
Yeah. Yeah. It
And
was
crushed
really,
it.
yeah.
Crushed it.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, that was beginning of 2021, because that's a couple months before we played, I think, was that the second or third show with Alisana? I think it was the third show. So I think it was beginning of summer of 2021. Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad it worked out because that seems like a lot of like hurdles to jump through to ultimately find someone that fits within your band. Because obviously, I know band energy is a big thing. So I'm glad you're able to find someone that kind of fit what you guys were looking for, and obviously at a very opportune time where you needed another guitar player. So.
Oh yeah.
So that's amazing. And in regards to that, obviously these guys are coming on because they have a new album that they're going to be releasing very soon. So obviously we'll talk a little bit more in depth on that as well too. So hopefully if you like them, go check out all the links in the description. I'm going to keep saying it. It's going to be like beating a dead horse. You know, I'm going to keep telling you guys. So go check the links below. But wanted to know, guys, what were like the first group or artist that you saw and you were like, man, I want to do music. That seems really sick. Like they inspired you so much that you're like, I need to be a musician. I need to start making music. I need to start doing this thing. I need to go into crippling debt, all that stuff. I'm sorry. That hit a little, I had to, but I also felt that a little pit in my chest. I'll be honest.
Honestly, for me, I'll go first. I know we've already mentioned this band a few times. I think it's Alisana. Alisana is one of the first bands I really saw that I was like, this is so cool, and they look like they're having fun, and it would be fun to do that.
Oh yeah.
Because I always remember that show. It was at Chameleon before Chameleon, shut down and whatever. And yeah.
Oh, I know.
Sean Milk, the guitarist. I thought it was so cool. Like, I don't know why this stuck with me today, but he like tried to do a guitar spin, and he messed it up. Like it kind of caught a little bit, and it messed up. But I was like, oh man, that sucks. Like he must be devastated. He'll probably never try that again. Like next song, fucking
tries again.
That time, and I was like, that's really cool that he's just having fun, and he's not like embarrassed. Like he's just going out there, and no failure is gonna deter him from like stopping doing what he loves.
That's amazing.
So, I don't know, that stuck with me, and I was just like,
yeah, for me, it wasn't actually a show. I started listening to just music at a young age during a really hard time in my life at that point. So I turn to music as like my kind of my like sounds like a little cliche, but like as like kind of like my therapy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, so like my first show like really wasn't the turning point where like I want to start doing it. Like I need to start doing that. It was mostly just listening to stuff. Um, it's gonna be probably a little stupid sounding, but Blink 182, Tom DeLonge. He's actually my
Ayo.
he's actually like my biggest inspiration. Like no joke. Listening to Dude Ranch, Cheshire Cat, Enema of the State, Buddha. Even though like the really early stuff like Fly Swatter. That really inspired me. So I think it was like a couple years later, I actually got that like Fender Squire starter kit with like the little like 10 amp,
Hell yeah.
So like I just started, kind of just ripping on that, and that kind of, escalated towards kind of where I'm at now. But yeah, I think the first show that definitely elevated it was at the Champ, Rip in Peace.
Yeah.
I saw Varials and Gideon. I think Counterparts was at that show too. So that was like my first like kind of like my booster seat, actually, kind of like that. Yeah, so that's where it kind of really started for me, at least.
Great lineup too. That's such a sick lineup.
Yeah,
I was at that show. And that's more people than I've ever seen at the Champ. And I'd never seen anybody get patted down before going into the Champ, but they were concerned about safety that night.
Sure. Oh
and people
yeah.
were getting patted down. They had like the little metal detector wands and shit. I'm like, what? And I'd been to heavy shows and stuff before like that, but nothing like that was this violent. I was like, I'm about to get beat the shit out of it here.
Yeah, that was such a violent. Like I tried to stay back as far as I possibly could.
Yeah.
But when Stigmata, when Varials played Stigmata, of course I ran up to the very front because it's Stigmata. But yeah, I try not to get killed at that show. That's the best I could.
Jesus, that's terrible. Ty,
Yeah.
do you have a terrible? You have a terrible one to follow that up with?
So the first ever show that I saw, I was 15 and I went to the Chameleon Club too. Holds a lot of great memories for me as well.
Yeah.
I saw a band called Unearth.
Oh,
Like,
wow! All right.
Like just a New England metalcore band who were probably one of my favorite bands in high school. I ended up seeing them 4 times before I graduated from high school and stuff. And they were just always like, I had a friend group that just loved Unearth. The first time I saw them was right before their album In the Eyes of Fire came out. And was just like, I had listened to that music. I was kind of into like As I Lay Dying, Killswitch Engage, Unearth, bands like that, like very like old metalcore.
Yeah.
And to finally see it all live, and like we were 15-year-old kids, we got there a little bit late, so I think we had caught the band right before Unearth, but we didn't know what a mosh pit was. So we were in the middle of the room and we're like, that's weird. There's nobody else around. Oh my God. And then like we enjoyed it for a while, but then I was like, this is too much. But it was just crazy to see. Like I had never experienced anything like that before, and it kind of just like I fell down the heavy music rabbit hole. And then I'd say without that show, I probably wouldn't be where I am today, music wise.
That's so sick. Yeah, I remember my first mosh pit, and I was just like, oh, why is there like a hole in the middle? That seems weird, right? And then the guys like, and you can tell like the guys are getting ready to like build up to like obviously just go into like an insanely awesome breakdown. And I'm just like, man, I don't know if I should be standing here. And then just everybody starts come rushing in. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely not good. But yeah, I've been tried and tested in the mosh pit. Now I'm the 30-year-old dude that just stands in the back with his arms crossed, by the sound guy, because I'm not trying to blow my back out, So
heard that. I got punched in the face at that show too, and my mom was like, "You're never going to another one of those shows ever again." I went to another one like 4 months later. But I had I had a pretty solid black eye for like 2 weeks.
Does any of you other guys have any like horrible like mosh pit stories? That sounds pretty bad, Ty, though.
I got cracked. I think I got cracked in the jaw. Actually, I think at that burial show, or was it another show? No, I think it was another Champ show. I got cracked in the jaw pretty hard.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't break anything, but like I definitely
could
not like open. I couldn't open my mouth past like that. Yeah.
Like
yeah. Like I couldn't like kind of talk. Yeah.
Ori, what about you?
So like none of including me because like no one wants to be around me in the pit because they're scared of me in the pit. But
Oh my god. Okay, soft hands.
but I was in a band before elsewhere called We Fought by the Sword, and we went as a band to see. Get out here. We went to see Scream the Prayer in Allentown.
Oh,
And, it was during Color Morale, and we were just standing at the like kind of like the back of the pit, and someone just swung around and hit my bassist in the nose, and I was like, oh shit, that looked bad. But then like he was bleeding. He actually broke his nose. We had to like walk him, like escort him through and out. That was probably the craziest story.
oh my God. Yeah, I don't think I've broken anything, so I can confirm that I have not broken anything. I don't plan on breaking anything, so don't come for me in the pit. That's just all I'm saying, because I will not be there. But yeah, let us know your worst pit story in the comments. Would love to know. But
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to say I did check out a couple songs from you guys, especially the stuff on YouTube, because I like to do my homework. But I did check out In the Place Where the Knife Had Been and Paper Flowers. I got to give a shout out to Paper Flowers because Nikki's doing a feature on it. So big salute to my girl. Love her. But I love The Place Where the Knife Had Been because Princess Mononoke is one of my favorite Ghibli movies. So I love that you guys did that. That's peak. Love it. But the song itself, like, it's crazy because like I've been getting more. My roommate has been getting me more into like K-pop music, and it's crazy how like a music video can make you like feel emotions in that way that the song like kind of like encompasses that. And just obviously loving Princess Mononoke the movie and then listening to the song, and I was like, man, this kind of hits a lot harder now because you're like watching the music video and you're like watching these insane scenes. I'm not gonna spoil the movie. You guys can go check it out in your own time, but great movie.
Been out for a bit.
It's been out for a bit, but we go check it out. I don't like to spoil people on movie experiences, but it was really cool in some of the parts of the music video where like the music synced up with some of like the like insanely like gory sort of like action parts in the movie. And I was like, this is so cool. Like, it kind of reminds me of like when people used to do like, and I'm sure it's still popular now, but like the nightcore stuff where people will like put like anime scenes in like movies or TV shows and they'll throw it over like their music or whatever. I think that's so cool. So obviously being a like animated and anime fan, I think that's really sick. So, but I love both of those songs. I'll have to go back and listen to some of the earlier stuff because I always do love kind of seeing where bands start out earlier on and then kind of migrating to the newest stuff. And I just kind of love the direction you guys are going in, and I think it just makes me more excited to listen to the albums that will be coming out very soon. So you guys can check that out when it comes out. But wanted to know for people who maybe aren't familiar with Elsewhere as I am, what song would you recommend to a new listener to check out first to kind of give them an idea of your sound and what you guys do?
I mean, if I had to say it, I'd say I've Lost That Lovely Ceiling is
Ooh.
pretty much like when I would describe Elsewhere as a band, that's kind of like the middle ground between like the softer stuff we write and then like the heavier stuff we write. You kind of hit both of those in that song.
Okay.
I was gonna say the same thing for the same reason, pretty much. It's like if you don't know what they're into, it's a good middle ground.
Timmy?
Yeah, I might. I mean, it's either I might go polar opposite. Actually, I might say Equal Truth or I've Lost That Lovely Ceiling. Actually,
Ooh.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go a little bit opposite of that. Because like Equal Truth, I mean, you get that melodic stuff, but then it goes pretty hard at the end. Lost That Lovely Ceiling. Yeah, honestly, for the same reasons as Tyler Nori said. Yeah, that song rips.
I feel like you guys find a great mix between like including like those heavy moments. Like I'm a huge like listen to a bunch of different genres, but I feel like you guys kind of hit that like perfect midpoint between like what I love about melodic hardcore where like you have those heavy breakdowns and you're definitely like throwing the arms back a little bit, but also at the same point I think there's some really cool like emotional like pieces within the song that allow you to kind of immerse more into it. And I think that's like one of the biggest things that I love about music is like really getting into it, and I think you guys have a really cool way of just like immersing your audience, and I hope that people, go in and listen to it, because I think especially with the newest song, like that one, to me, I felt like the most immersed into. And then once I kind of just went down like the YouTube playlist and listened to Paper Flowers, like I think it made me more invested in what you guys were doing, because obviously I've seen you live before, but actually listening to like the recorded stuff, it was like, okay, now there's a little bit like more nuanced things that maybe I wasn't able to pick up on, like seeing you, or and then now like listening to you much later on and seeing like where the music has kind of gone and has been taken. It's just cool to see how your process has gotten I would argue, a little bit more succinct, and it seems like you guys are writing something that seems a lot more like fleshed out and more like fitting to where you guys are going, like sonically, which I think makes me really excited for the album. Is there any particular song off the album that you guys are excited for people to listen to? That I know when any band is like stewing over an album, they're like, I just want it all to be out so everybody can listen to it. But is there any particular song that you're like, man, I'm really excited to hear what people think about this one?
I think Ori and I are at least in agreement that we're really excited for a song called Painting Over. Painting Over is going to be like the lead off track to the album. And it's like a love letter to like early 2000s melodic hardcore, like some octave chords and like some really fast parts. And like, it's not a long song either. It might come in right around 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but it says everything that it needs to say. And just like going off on that more, I feel like when you listen to Elsewhere, you're like, oh yeah, that's like, oh, they make some cool like melodic hardcore metalcore. But when you really get down to like Ori's lyrics, who I never like to give him credit, because he has such a huge ego, and he will take all of this. I will never hear the end of this. He'll be like, hey, you remember that one time you said
this is recording, so you'll just have to keep hitting the play button, over and over again.
Speak up.
I'm gonna get my FBI witness protection so you can't see me.
Yeah.
But no, Ori is legitimately probably one of the best lyricists and writers that I've honestly ever met. Like truthfully, like you hear the vocals and you're like, oh, it's just another person screaming, and then you read the lyrics and it makes you so incredibly depressed that you don't know if you're ever gonna come back from it. So
you really hit him with the 1-2 on that one, I think.
yeah.
You're like, he's the best lyricist of all time, but it'll also make you extremely depressed.
Yeah, it really will.
He's like, I'll give you a character buff and then I'll debuff you with you'll have depression. And I'm like, fuck, wow. That's tough. Be a great lyricist or be depressed. That's whew.
Someone say they go hand in hand.
Yeah. He really hits you with that 1-2 for sure. Yeah.
Man, I hope you save this, Ori.
Yeah.
He's like writing down a timestamp of when this happened. He's like, all right, so I'm gonna go to sleep to this. My bandmates told me I'm the best. Oh, that's great. Also depressed.
Ori tripped.
Oh, yes.
No.
Ori trips and falls. Ori trips and falls every set that we play. He falls at least once.
We're done.
I feel like that was coming, honestly. You had to, pull him up at top and then, jack him down a little bit.
That's called.
I'll send you. I have a great clip I can send you if you want to just splice it right into the middle.
Nope.
I have it. It's perfect. It's so good. He gets so much. He's like mid head bang. His head's like in between his legs, and he just comes back too far and just falls straight down on his ass.
All right. I'm gonna make you feel bad because I had back surgery and it's still hard for me to adjust how my back feels when I head bang.
Wow. This is getting
okay. He had back surgery. He had back surgery like 5 years ago. You can't even say that anymore.
Back surgery in 2020.
That's 5 years ago.
That was like the end of 2022. 2020, comma 2.
Wow. This is getting really toxic here. But don't worry, I'll splice in that clip. That's gonna be spicy. No.
I will send that to you as soon as we're done here.
I'm gonna get a DM drop right now. Oh man, that's awesome. Well, guy, hopefully, like I said, you like Elsewhere, you can check the links below. If you like people falling on their ass, cool. If you like depressing lyrics, cool. If you like good lyricism by Ori, sick. Go check it out. Listen, this is all things that were said in this conversation. I'm just relaying them to the people. All right, I'm a man of the people here, so I gotta give them the accurate representation here. But also they make really great music, so go check them out. You know, I feel like I have to be obliged on that. And honestly, it's cool that you guys are so local to me that I'll be able to get to see you guys and really kind of see how the process has gone. Because I think for me, like as I mentioned, just seeing you guys earlier on in Philadelphia, it's cool to see like how much you guys have changed. Because like I kind of go in waves. There's some bands that like I like to keep an eye on in terms of the local scene, and I know your name has definitely shot up, at least in my like DMs or people that I've talked to at local shows. They're like, yeah, you check out Elsewhere. So it's good to know that, there's a thriving scene out here. So that's definitely sick. But the next question, guys, is kind of a good follow-up. Who you guys influenced by, who kind of, influences the sound of Elsewhere?
First and foremost, Counterparts, 100%. We'll just say
That's fair.
Counterpart.
Yeah.
We're basically
Counterparts.
Counterparts. Second influence is probably Counterparts. Third influence is probably Counterparts with different guitar players.
Wait, did you mention
But no,
Counterparts?
Not wrong.
I've never heard of that band, but I think
Wait,
Counterparts
what?
is it.
Yeah, I don't know them. Weird.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, Josh did the guitars. He would definitely be able to tell you right off the bat. But yeah, Counterparts is definitely one of them. Yeah.
For me, I'm not a huge Counterparts fan, but I do see a poster in the back of you, Brandon. There, Movements is one of my favorite bands currently, and actually Paper Flowers. When I went to Josh and I was like, Josh, I want to do something like lyrically. Can you write me like a Movements-esque song? And that became Paper Flowers. So
Oh, that's sick.
I'm a big fan of like Movements is probably the most like modern, but I'm a fan of like a lot of the old man post-hardcore bands like Alessandra's getting there.
Yeah.
Silverstein, Senses Fail.
Yeah.
A lot of the OG post-hardcore bands that are still making awesome music. It's
They
incredible
yeah.
how they keep going. So that's where I've kind of fallen.
I gotta agree.
Elsewhere.
Go ahead, Ty.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Elsewhere is okay. Yeah, sorry. I'll start.
No, it's all good. You shoot. You already shot first, so go.
Elsewhere is interesting because I feel like a lot of us all have different influences and stuff. Like, I mean, aside from Ori, all of us really like Counterparts and stuff. But like Ricky loves a lot of like metalcore and stuff. Like August Burns Red, loves August Burns Red. On our Spotify page, we have some playlists for songs that inspire us. And since Ricky's not here, I can just say this: he was really bad about sending me that playlist so I could put it on our page. So I just made him one, and it was just whitewashed 9 times, and then writing on the walls by Under Oath as the 10th song.
That's fair.
So,
that's a good one.
But yeah, Elsewhere is influenced by a lot of like different genres. Tim, I know, loves a lot of like punk and like Blink-182 and like Beartooth and stuff. I like a lot of like modern hardcore stuff like Mind Force, Pain of Truth, World of Pleasure, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's fun to see all the influences come together to form these songs.
Yeah, no, I think you guys kind of hit an interesting wide variety of like metalcore, a little post-hardcore, a little emo, a little alt. Like I don't think that there's, especially I think in Paper Flowers, that's where I really kind of was able to discern, like, again, after listening to The Place Where the Knife Had Been, like, it's crazy to see like the literal like 180 of both songs where you're like, man, they can really kick some ass with like The Place and Where the Knife Had Been, but then like Paper Flowers is such this like cool, like melodic, like almost like emo alt sort of song with obviously screaming and stuff and Nikki being a part of it. But like it's crazy to see that side of it where you're like, oh wow, I can like sing along to this. This is sick. Like, and then obviously the place where the knife had been, like you're like, I can go throw an elbow to somebody. Don't do it actually, because I'm not gonna be condoning that shit. But like, it's cool to see like there is that sort of like aggressive tone that you guys bring to that, and it's a cool counterbalance that I think that a lot of bands, I don't want to say necessarily struggle with, but I would say that like maybe don't hit it as well. And I think you guys, just to give you guys a compliment, I think you guys hit the softer stuff super well, where I wouldn't expect that from more of a melodic hardcore band, because like I think that can often be like, oh man, are they playing their soft song? I'm not feeling that. This, I came here to mosh. I'm ready to throw some hands. And like I think for me, like whenever I go to like a heavier show, I love to see when bands kind of can be diverse in that way, because it makes it more of a interesting listening experience. And obviously, like, I'm not pissed off all the time, but like if I want to be pissed off, I can just go listen to the place where the knife had been. If I want to like go cry in a corner somewhere, I'm gonna go listen to Paper Flowers. I think that you guys hit that kind of gambit of emotions, and I got to give you a lot of credit for that, because it's something that I think bands often struggle with, and I think you guys have clearly found where those lines need to cross to make it. And obviously, there's going to be songs in between where you'll be a little bit heavier, or you'll be a little bit closer to melodic stuff, and so I think that's what's going to make it more exciting for me in terms of listening to the album and going back and listening to the old stuff and like trying to see where you guys land, because it is really interesting. And again, got to give you a lot of kudos for that. So,
Thank you.
Combining all of those different bands and elements and stuff is an interesting thing. And I'm glad you're giving a shout outs to Counterparts. They really deserve it. Like they're such a small local band that's just doing super well. So love those guys. Please don't come after me, Brendan. I love you. All right, so don't do that. I'm not mean, I swear. But the next question I have for you guys is a fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what song would it be?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No,
It's,
that's an awesome question.
This is
A horrible
hilarious. You
question.
mentioned this 'cause
Oh God.
we've been talking about doing a cover for since like the inception of this band, and it is, I'm gonna officially call it out here, the Elsewhere curse, because we will never cover a song because we cannot decide on one.
Well, it's time to
Yeah.
air out all your grievances right now, I think.
It's if somebody will suggest one, and then we'll be like, I don't know, I don't really like that song, and then it just.
Some of the members of this band don't understand vocal range and like what's because there's a lot of tenors in like post-hard. There's a lot of tenors in our
That's
genre
true.
and
That's true.
adjacent genres. And I'm not a tenor, so like sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I can't do Kellen Quinn, my dude. Like, I can't,
Wait, you can't do Kellen Quinn? Oh shit,
no, I'm not. That's not my voice type.
man. Damn, I'm mad now.
Yeah, I just assume that all singers could just sing everything. So
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're
Suck.
singing. Yeah, so
yeah, I can tune my bass higher. Why don't you just tune your vocal cords higher?
pitch correction's cool. Auto tune's
Yeah.
here. You can do it. Just T-paint it. Just put a bunch of auto tune on it.
We
You
really
got
just
Ori.
need somebody to pick up. We have to have somebody.
We got 4 out of 5 agreeing on a song before, and then Timmy vetoed it with the 5th.
Oh shoot! What was it? It was a car. Was it a? It was driver's license, wasn't it?
It was. That would have been.
I think it was driver's license. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like I only listened to that
Trial.
song like one time.
trial.
I only listened to
Put 'em
I
on
only listened
blast.
to like one time. Yeah, and I was like, wait, I want to listen to it again, but then I didn't get around to it. Okay, so
That's like a year and a half ago.
This was like a
Olivia
year and a
Rodrigo
half
just put out a new album, like yesterday. Just put out a
Yeah.
new album on.
I think
Now
I
it's
didn't
time
get
to
around
jump
to
in. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Do you guys? Okay, so if you all like, if there is no veto power, your pick was your pick. What song would you guys want to cover? Like each individually, obviously.
Ooh,
I've thrown it out there. I always thought it would be fun to do a Hawthorne Heights song.
I've never
That's
heard of
good. I've never heard of them.
them. Oh man,
Are you a real emo, Tyler? That's what I'm trying to decide.
no, I'm just fake.
I know
My
it.
depression came later in adulthood, so I didn't like grow up with it. I like acquired it at like 27. So
It's weak.
It's like, yeah.
I'm a poser. I'll say
feel-
I'm a poser.
I feel like Ori's like the like, if you guys have ever seen the Christopher Nolan like Batman series, like I feel like Ori's like Bane, where he's like, I've bathed in it. I've bathed in depression. I've lived in it. I was born into it.
Yep.
And he's like the superpower, and then like Ty is on the other side. He's Batman. He's like, I just got depression when I was 27. So
That's exactly what it is.
you guys face off, you know.
I do love a good like interpretation of like a pop song though into like a something heavy. So I would love to do something like that. Like
A pop goes punk kind of thing.
yeah, I definitely listen to a decent amount of like not necessarily like radio pop, but I like Charlie XCX,
Yeah.
Ariana Grande. The new Olivia Rodrigo album is okay. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad. Stuff
It's
like
kind
that.
of mid, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of. I mean, it's not as good as the last one. I'll say it. I'll say it.
That feels like the I want to call Tyler out, but it does kind of. He just sounds like that like internet guy that's just like, yeah, it's like their first record was like the best record, you know.
Yeah.
It was objective opinion, you know, but
Yeah, Olivia Rodrigo, you got big and you sold out. Now you sell like 4 times platinum.
like, why'd you
So,
have to have the song "Driver's License"? You know, like so overplayed. There's a better song off that album. Sorry, Ty. I didn't mean to call you out like that. That was harsh.
I get it. I understand.
Timmy, do you have an answer for this one?
I've been thinking about this. You have no idea. I think about this all day.
Wow,
think
this
about
is
it all-
serious. Okay, I think about it all the time.
I really have no idea. Like, I think it will be fun to cover. I mean, or he can't hit the high notes, but like maybe like a weekend. But like weekend is so high though. Like
oh yes, I can't sing soprano now.
yeah. Like the weekend is so high, but maybe like
I'm gonna fuck.
I really do want to give more thought on it, but I don't have an answer for that.
I'm gonna acapella cover a weekend song and butcher it as badly as I can and send it to you.
Please,
Just to give you
please.
I mean, what's new? You butchering vocals?
I'm gonna
Oh my
falsetto. What the?
Hold on. We just sorry.
Falsetto.
I don't mean to derail this, but we released a music video for "I've Lost That Lovely Ceiling"
Oh God,
last July.
Ori's got
We recorded it with a friend of ours named Bob McCoy, who is currently on tour with Era.
sick.
Is a great
Shout-outs.
videographer, just incredible. He actually recorded a second video for us that will also be dropping on 11/3 with the album. For the title track, I Hope It Haunts You. But we posted that video. We reached out to like another YouTube channel to post it for us. So we don't have a lot of YouTube followers, so we really wanted to get the most bang for our buck.
Sure.
They post it. It does pretty well. We get some comments. 99% positive. So we get a comment stating that, oh, this song is sick. The vocals on it are great. I love the vocalist. Somebody didn't quite have the balls to just make their own comment, commented on that comment and said, I don't know what you're talking about. This is the worst vocalist in the world. So now we just call Ori the worst vocalist in the world all the time because it's hilarious.
Which is
Yeah.
funny because then, like, if we take what you said earlier about Ori being such an incredible lyricist, then like, do they like counteract? So is he like, he has the best lyrics but is the worst vocalist?
That's true. You're 5 out of 10.
Bad?
Yeah, you're just mid now.
Oh damn. Okay, that's bad.
Hey, I don't make the rules, man. That's what the internet says. The internet does what it does, you know.
I mean, so fuck that guy.
Yes,
But it's also been just funny because Ori took it in great stride and stuff. It's not easy to take internet comments
oh
and
yeah, you're
not
preaching
be
to the
angry
choir.
about them. I think I was more angry for him than he was. So, but it's been fun just to laugh about it. So
Yeah, I feel like Ty was that one meme where have you ever seen the one where it's a lady like standing in front of the guy and he was like, "Yeah, I would like fries." And it's like, and then like you're holding Ori back. He said he's a great vocalist, okay?
You go to a restaurant together and like if they get my order wrong, I don't say anything, but Tyler will speak.
Tyler.
He's like, actually, he has mashed potato.
Yeah.
actually, he's vegan. He can't have this.
Yeah.
That's what you should do like as an album promotion. You should just have someone take a photo of you doing that like at like a local restaurant. He asked for mashed potatoes, okay?
Not a baked
We're gonna be
potato.
selling. We're gonna be selling recreated meme photos at the merch table.
I love it. Do it. I'll buy one. Do it
We
up.
have one.
Just one. They have it specially made for me. I'll put it up on my like wall back here.
On a Fat Yoshi flag.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm trying to sell a Fat Yoshi brand.
All right. Well, guys, listen, to help alleviate the cover song issue, what I want you to do is if you have a good song for Elsewhere, drop it down in the comments. I can't guarantee they'll do it because they seem very indecisive, but there is a good chance that they might do it. I don't know, So you really make your case known down in the comment section below. And if you pick Olivia Rodrigo driver's license, maybe you'll be able to sway Timmy. I don't know. Can't guarantee. Can't confirm. But just saying, it's 4 out of 5. So the missing piece is Timmy. So I'm not saying like
If you give
online
us-
bully him, but
I'll give you his phone number right here, and
I'm not saying dox him, but
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? I'll listen to it today. I'll be like, all right, you know what? We're doing driver's license. I don't know.
He'll be like, you know what? I fucking hate that song. We're not.
Yeah.
I
don't
feel
know.
like you would just do it out of
No,
spite.
I mean, right now, I made my leads today. I don't know.
He's gonna do it out of spite. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, I actually hate the song. This is not good." And everybody's gonna be like, Are you just saying no because you like actually didn't listen to it and you just want to hate us because we should do this song and we're not gonna do it?" It's gonna be wild. But next question, guys, that I have for you is, what is your favorite food to eat?
Ooh. Or he's got to go first because he's a vegan and can't eat like 3/4 of the food on this world. So raw potatoes.
That felt very intense.
I'm just like, I'm going to get banh mi after this, so like I have banh mi on my mind.
Hey,
But I think mac and cheese. I'm just good and old fashioned like that.
An old fashioned.
I'm old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
Love me a big old pot of mac and cheese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think if I'd have to pick, I think I'm gonna say pho. I'm gonna say pho 10 out of 10 all the time.
Coffee me.
Yeah. No, you wanted banh mi. I wanted pho.
Guys are in the same boat together.
Yeah, I would have to go favorite food. I mean, I love burritos.
Ooh.
I do love me a good burrito.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Tim's entering the void right now, I think.
The burrito void. Oh,
For me, yeah.
The burritos in the void.
they didn't want us to talk about burritos, apparently.
It's the revenge of Ricky.
Ricky's come, yeah.
Ricky has all the hot takes on burritos. It's kind of an inside joke with all of us.
Yeah.
He knew.
Yeah,
He knew.
Ricky, you didn't really get to meet Ricky, but Ricky is Hispanic and stuff. And one time we were at practice and Ricky hadn't eaten lunch yet. So he's like, oh, I just DoorDashed some Chipotle here.
Oh.
Gets this burrito, pulls it. Oh, we lost him. Ricky pulls this burrito. Oh, there's Tim. Ricky pulls this burrito out of the bag and is like, hey, I'll be right back. Goes upstairs and gets a plate of ketchup and dips his burrito in the ketchup. I've never been more shocked in my entire life.
I'm gonna be so mad. Hi, Ricky.
Yeah, we talk so much. We talk about him all the
Say it.
time.
He said it.
Or he also says he can beat the shit out of Ricky. So.
What the
I
fuck?
beat you up, Ricky. Fucking
Yeah, I was like, Ricky, I know you don't do this around your family.
Why? Why would you put ketchup on a burrito?
He was just dipping it in the ketchup.
No.
Dipping it like
I'm just like shocked
Ugh.
Pikachu vase. Just
That's so cursed. The fuck?
yeah.
Use salsa. It's the same. It's not the same shit, but like use salsa. Like, come on. Oh my god. Why ketchup? I need to, Ricky. I need you to comment down below why you put ketchup on your burrito. I need to know. Like, this shit is going to stir me for the rest of the day now.
gonna get like a paragraph.
I don't care. I need to know the ethos behind why he would think that ketchup is good on a burrito. Like, I'll give him the pass if he says like a breakfast burrito and you put like I would do that. That's fine. Like I give him the pass on that. But if it's just like a regular burrito, like a Chipotle burrito, and you decide, man, you know what? I don't want to try any of the sauces at Chipotle, but I would rather have ketchup on it. Bro, what the hell? I'm lost.
Yeah.
Ricky, what the hell, man? Let us know. I need to know in the comments. But while that was happening, Timmy was entering the void as we said burrito. So did you have any further comment on that, Timmy?
What kind of beans?
Not really.
What
Not
beans?
really. No.
What kind of beans you going, man? What kind of beans?
Kind of beans
Beans?
you like?
Oh well, if I were to get the Cowboy Crunch from Nito Burrito, I would definitely put, because they put refried beans on the burrito. I always ask for black beans.
Facts.
That's a good
Okay,
answer.
that's a good answer.
Yeah.
My move at Chipotle is to get the half and half pinto, half black.
Ooh, okay. I'll have to try that next time. I always instinctually go for the black beans.
Tim's not giving the Cowboy Crunch enough credit though. The Cowboy Crunch is great from this like
No.
it's a small local. It's like a
No, I love Nito Burrito. Yeah.
it's a local burrito chain like near us and stuff.
Hell
But they
yeah.
put the Cowboy Crunch has like it's not like reinventing the wheel, but they put a bunch of crushed up tortilla chips in the burrito. So they're great and crunchy until you catch one the wrong way in your mouth,
And then
it
you're-
stabs
yeah,
the inside
yeah.
of your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, ooh, this burrito tastes like iron, and your just mouth is bleeding.
And
Yeah,
that
they
was the
put ranch-
first. And that
Cowboy
was how Ori had depression. That was the first day, you know. And he had one of those burritos, and it just went. The shard of tortilla went straight through him. It's never been the same.
He was like, "Hey, Ricky, do you have any salsa for this burrito?" And Ricky's like, "All I got is ketchup." And
Oh my God, it's ketchup.
Oh no!
I've lost that lovely ketchup.
No!
in the place where the salsa had been,
No!
Ketchup in the place where the sauce
And
is.
then just like in the background, there's like the opacity on like a ketchup bottle will slowly starting to like come into frame as the song continues on, and then by the end, it's just like a ketchup bottle, and then the song ends. I'm just saying, you could capitalize on this meme.
Went
Ugh.
to Ricky's fridge to get some salsa, and in the jar of salsa was just ketchup.
They're like, oh hell yeah, some salsa, and then it's just ketchup. He's like, did you pour out like a bottle of salsa so that you could put ketchup in it? Bro,
damn, really a missed opportunity on our part. We have a song from our last album called Carbon Copy where we filmed like a DIY music video in Ricky's house. It was like a murder mystery.
You could have
really
done it.
missed the
Missed
we really
opportunity.
missed the opportunity to put a ketchup bit in there.
You could have. Well, hopefully for the next one you film at Ricky's house, then you know.
Watch that music video if you want to see Timmy get hit by a car.
Yeah.
It's a music video that we were like, hey, we don't have any money to do anything official. So I was like, oh, I have this idea for a while that I've been wanting to do of like a murder mystery. So I was like, let's just do a murder mystery music video. And I wrote and directed and filmed the whole thing. I died first in the music video.
Okay, respect.
And then Ori, I died via poison Capri Sun.
Hard. I love it.
And yeah. And then fuck, I forget what I was gonna say, but yeah, then Ori edited the whole thing. It's honestly pretty funny. I'm just shocked at how funny it is.
Timmy dies by getting hit by a car. It's
Oh.
probably
Yeah. The
How could you do my brother like that? I can't. I'm hurt right now.
Yeah, didn't we crack the windshield or something? Didn't we, because of the shoe? We like cracked.
I made
thought
a
we
good cracking sound.
I thought we like cracked a little bit of the windshield, but okay. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong.
long story short, Ricky's brother Victor, who was in Elsewhere when the band first started,
Oh shit.
ended up being the killer in the music video. But we used his car. I bought a human size skin colored onesie that my wife and I filled with pillow foam, and we dressed it like a person. We put Ricky's jeans on it. We put like a black hoodie on it. We have a foam head. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll get
God.
it.
Oh god. He's getting it.
Fox, do you have a different
Oh
phone
no.
Or do you have a different? Do you just keep a life-size man?
Yeah. Does he? I wonder if he just like
pillows?
posts him outside of like the window. He just has someone standing like in the window frame, like.
Are you okay, dude?
Be like,
What
man,
do you do with this mannequin?"
this guy's standing still. Yeah, I have so many questions. Tyler unlocks so many questions.
We've gotten beanies for like merch since, and I asked for the head so we could like put it on the merch table, like the styrofoam head, and put the beanie on it to like. So if he has another head,
This is unlocking a lot of stuff that I didn't need to
I don't know if
know.
I want to know.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Okay, it doesn't
No,
have to-
no, this is not good. I don't like this. I don't like
You're
this.
getting demonetized.
I don't like this. I don't like this. It got all no.
Oh.
What the fuck?
It still has pants on it.
I know, but still I don't like it.
You had to put the pants back on. You know
Yeah.
it. That's what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
doing while you're
exactly.
right to the camera.
Oh my god.
What?
This is
You
why
think
it's
I
all
could- you
blacked
think I
out.
could put the-
You
This
had to
is
go put that
concerning.
shit
All
back
right.
on.
No, that's where. Oh god.
All right, so where were we?
Oh my god. Oh no. No. Oh. Well, I'm gonna keep it in because it's a great
Does your wife
comedic
know you
bit.
have that?
Yeah, dude, I have so many
Yeah,
questions.
It's in
Yeah.
your bedroom.
It's in the bed.
Yeah.
It's our third member of the. Our...
What do you think she slept with when we were on tour?
Oh my god. I guess it could be worse, you know. At least you know
True.
that guy, or whatever it is. I don't know. Oh my god, I can't. That was too much. That was too much for me. Oh my god. That is a first. I just want to preface everybody. That was a first. I've been doing this shit for almost 8 years, and I have never seen someone pick up like a fucking mannequin, pretty much, and put them in a chair. Dude, this is wild. This.
His name's Eric.
No, why did you give it? That's even worse. Why'd you get? Oh no, I can't. This is. We need to move on. This is. I need to pretend. I'm gonna have to go to therapy after this.
Can we?
Yeah, it would be great. It would be great if like Tyler just takes it out. He puts it in his car as like in the back seat, and you're like, how's it going, Eric? Are you doing all right? And then he just like in his head, he like has like an inner monologue with him, and he's just like, oh, we're going to the store? Yeah, we're going to the store. We got to go pick up some groceries. And then you just see him like driving around in town with like a fucking like mannequin person just sitting in the back seat. I would just have so many questions at that point, you know? Like him and his wife are just like him and his wife are like holding each one of the hands, and they're just walking through like a fucking like grocery store, and everybody's like, did you fucking see that guy? That's fucking crazy.
Thank you. That's actually the next music video idea.
Okay,
that's
good.
what we're doing. 100%. That's what we're gonna do.
Let's go.
That's pretty. That's really funny, actually.
It would be great. Like, don't even give me credit. I would just love to know that exists and that I've made this like horrible creepypasta, you know, that's existed in the world. So
Eric's
welcome.
head actually is in our merch bin now. He models our beanies.
Oh my god.
Or
You
go
just
get the
made
head.
it that much worse. You're just like, yeah, Eric's head is in the bin.
Him like a Megazord.
Yeah. Or go get the head right now.
Yeah. I feel like it's just like at that point, like Tyler's screen turns black and he's like, Eric's head's in the bin, and it's just like all black, and, you know, and you're like, all right, well, I'm pretty sure this is like definitely some sort of like, you know, Netflix documentary right now, so we're gonna completely gloss over that exists, and we had this conversation. I'm definitely deleting that part out of the internet. Okay. For safety concerns, you know. No, that's great. I don't know how we got on that topic. I don't know how we went to there, but I appreciate the journey. So
Sorry.
great shit. Love it. Oh, it's because we talked about food. Again, I'm gonna reiterate, Ricky. I need to know why you put ketchup on your burrito, because I need to know. Let us know. I need to know why. This is all Ricky's fault. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, next question, guys. If you guys could have a dream collaboration on an up and coming Elsewhere track, who would you love to have on? This song or this question is split into two. One is like the more realistic one, like if you like wink wink nudge nudge like someone right now, like, you know, in the video saying like, hey, you know, I like you. You're cool. I think we should do a song together. And then one that's like you're manifesting, like you're like we're putting it out in the universe. I'd love to see it happen. So 2 answers, if that wasn't clear. Thank you.
That was a good.
Yeah. Yeah, or I couldn't tell by the lifeless stare in your eyes right now.
I love like so on our new album we have Mickey from Renovair, we
Hey.
have Jesse from Bedroom Floor, we
Ooh.
have Aaron from Escape Artists. Like
Hey.
we've been really blessed to work with like a lot of our friends like in the music genre, and I think like I love collaborating. Like I love that feeling of like let's make something together. That's so cool. Like that's what I love about being in a band, because I can go to these 5 guys and be like, let's make something fucking awesome together, and then to like periodically get someone else in and be like, what's your take on this? Like, how are you gonna do your spin on this? Is really cool. So we've been blessed to have a lot of awesome features. I guess I'll go first while I'm just still talking. The realistic one, I would love for Water Me Down to do a song with us. I think the Sky would be willing to. Sky, if you're watching, if you would ever want to write or like even write and feature a song
Do it
with
up.
me, I think that'd be so cool. The Out of This Park Hit a Home Run one, it's gonna be weird. I think it'd be so cool to do a song with Kendrick Lamar. I don't know why. Timmy said it as
Tim looks upset by that.
Wait, what?
And Ori is
Wait, what
completely
did
gone.
Yeah, or
Ori left, dude.
Kendrick Lamar.
yeah, what happened to
Ori is
Ori out
left the
here
building.
just frozen in time?
Frozen in time. That's the Kendrick Lamar effect, I guess. You know.
I don't remember saying anything about Kendrick Lamar.
Maybe he'll come back.
I might have made a joke about it, maybe. I don't remember any. Might have been a
but
long time.
Like Ori said, we do get the opportunity to work a lot with like a lot of our really close friends, like Nikki. Jesse's featured in The Place Where the Knife Had Been, and the part that he does in that
Yes.
song is just fucking incredible. Like when we put it all together, I was just like, I was blown away by that. Jesse is such an incredible musician and vocalist, so to like have him featured on that song, and it just takes it to the next level.
Oh, Ori's back
yeah.
now. Nice.
sorry, I think
You said Kendrick.
You said Kendrick Lamar, and you went into a different time zone.
Yeah.
Man, yeeted. It's great.
Looks like you got yeeted again too.
Oh, he's gone again. I said yeeted.
Oh,
That
damn.
was the problem. Oh.
my internet, bro. Comcast, be what?
We love Comcast.
That's what you
here.
get for.
Anytime I say Kendrick Lamar, it breaks. So Kendrick Lamar. Okay.
Okay, you're good. You can't say him. Comcast will not allow you to say it. They like shut your internet.
Say KL.
I wonder if it works for me. Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, all right. We're
Just
good.
kidding.
Let's go, baby.
Here, the real bad shit happens. So.
He shows up behind you.
Yeah. Just
Kendrick
like,
Lamar,
all right, I
Kendrick
heard you
Lamar.
wanted to
So
do
you
a
guys
feat.
like that take, right? Before it cut out, I saw you guys saying like thumbs up. You guys like that take?
I think Timmy was the most shocked. His face was priceless. He was like,
Kendrick Lamar.
what?
Yeah, it's like, what the?
Name a band that's done it, dude. It'd be so
That's
cool.
true. That's true. That's true. That's facts. Okay.
I do like a lot of times on like hardcore albums and stuff, you'll get like an interlude about halfway through where they kind of do like a cool little hip hop like song. The newest Drain album has like a cool hip hop track in it where like it fades right into like a hardcore song. It's pretty cool.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, there's a kind of a alt rock band named Stan Atlantic, and they have a
Yeah.
just like they have like a rap kind of hip hop interlude. Yeah, it's really sick.
They're a tight band.
Yeah. But yeah, we have been very fortunate to work with a lot of good friends. Yeah, Jesse, he's a beast. Yeah. Aaron, Nikki, yeah, all very, very glad to work with those guys. But realistically, a lot of a lot of those people that like I really do want to work with, like it's, but like realistically, like I would love to work with. I'm actually trying to think.
Hear me out. I got one for you. Kendrick Lamar.
I'm actually trying to. How about Kendrick Lamar, dude? Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Would love to work with him. Huge fan.
I can.
Huge fan.
You froze Ari's internet again because
You can't say it, bro. You have to say KL.
KL.
KL, definitely KL, man.
Oh man.
But like non-realistically, I would love to work with like Mike Karanica,
Oh,
Prada. That would be sick. Him or Brendan Murphy, honestly. Yeah,
Who's that?
that would be awesome.
yeah. Who's that guy? Who?
I think he's that singer in that band called End.
Oh, I love that band. They're sick.
That vocalist of that band of they're called Pounder Carts. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Somebody should add
Counterparts.
Brendan Murphy right now.
Menden Murphy. Yeah, Menden Murphy.
Brendan Borfy. Ty, what do you got? What's your answers? I don't think you've given them.
Oh man. Realistically, if I just thought of it, I would love to have Travis from Toothless on an Elsewhere song.
Ooh, Trav. Let's go.
Travis is great.
Come on, Travis. I know you watch my stuff.
Unrealistically, I mentioned this band before, World of Pleasure. The vocalist from World of Pleasure named Jess she just has a great voice. Anytime her song comes on a track, it's just super hype, and it would be super cool.
That would be tight. Okay, I like that. Those are some really sick answers. There's this cool guy, KL. We can't. The guy who goes without being named. So
Hit us up.
hit us up. I know you watch the show, so I appreciate it.
Call me.
I have my people call your people.
Yeah. Oh, your people call my people will be set up. We'll be good. So, but yeah, if you would like to hear any of those collabs, or if you have any other good suggestions, make sure to go tag Elsewhere, tag the band, type the word collab ? And listen, I've been on the internet for a long time. If you say it enough times, I mean, hey, it could happen. I mean, like. Just literally Drake posted about Entheos. So, I mean, like, anything's possible. And they're like a tech death metal band. So, calling it. Doing it. Crossover. Crossover is happening, guys. Well, the next question I have for you is my personal favorite. I'm a huge nerd, so I love asking this question. If you guys could be a video game character.
I'll just go with it right away because I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, hell
dude, I
yeah.
fucking love Pikmin. Don't talk shit about Pikmin. I would totally be a red Pikmin.
Hell yeah. Love it.
No, but I just started playing Baldur's Gate 3 on Friday, so I'm just gonna shamelessly say that I would just be my own tiefling bard that I'm playing in the game.
Hell yeah, brother.
So,
let's go.
Ori, shut the fuck up. Don't look at me like that. What are you gonna say? You're probably gonna say some. You're gonna say some weird ass shit like I want to be one of the minor characters from Cyberpunk 2077 or something like that.
Oh.
I'll be a Tetromino from
have a
Tetris.
lore. Like I would be my character from D&D that I made up.
No, there's a lore in the game. You've not even played Baldur's Gate 3.
No, I'm not.
What are you gonna be?
Came out 2 days ago.
What are you gonna be, a fall guy? You're gonna be you are a fall guy in real life. You be falling all the time in shows.
Oh, you're funny.
Fall guy.
Oh God. I didn't know this would get so heated.
Yeah, me. I would love to be. I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan, but like, I wouldn't be Link himself. I'd probably be a Korra.
I want to be Zelda.
I want to be Zelda, because she's a princess and I'm
Hell
a
yeah.
princess. No, I would love to be like a Korok or even like a Kokirian. I think that would be cool. 'Cause
Ooh, okay.
Kokirians are like they're really small.
Yeah.
So I think that'd become fun. Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't stick with Korok because I'm not picking your shit up, literally. Not doing it. Don't.
No, you don't have to
Help
pick
me,
up. No, you don't have to pick up my seeds.
Yeah.
help me get to my
Seeds.
friend.
Yeah. I shit myself. Please help me get there. I'm like, no, I don't want your shit, please. And then they're like, please, you have to give it to
I
this
have
other guy.
200. I have 999.
I just want to say the guy that's the big like Korok that likes collecting the other little Korok shit, like weird. Why would you want to collect like your own people's shit? That's just weird. And then you give me an item upgrade? That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, weird guy.
Hold more items.
Yeah.
How do you teach that?
Yeah, it's like an upgrade or something. Yeah.
He's like, here's a block for you. And you're like, and then Link's like, all right.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Cool. Now I can carry another weapon. Meanwhile, it's just like this big, like fucking backpack of shit. He's just like, God, all right, I guess I'll carry another weapon.
Yeah, it's like you get to
bully him, bully him, shame him.
Wait, he hasn't what?
On my screen, it's like so you can point at Tim.
Oh well, I don't know what screen you are, Tyler, but whatever screen, it's him.
He's up above me. He's up above me on mine, but yeah.
All right, why are we bullying Tim?
No, we're bullying Tyler because he didn't finish Tears of the Kingdom.
I haven't finished it either, so
I'm going back to it.
I'm
haven't
about.
finished it
To be
either.
fair, I'm
Fair, to be- I haven't
100%ing
finished
it.
either.
So
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah, to
that's
be
a-
fair, I haven't
that's
been
not
finishing
my
it because I've been
degree.
moving the past.
That's a full-time job.
yeah, and I do this, so I literally have no time. I just do it like I just walk around and just have fun playing it. You know,
Yeah.
I'd like to complete it, but I'll 100%ing is going to be so
free.
difficult.
That's something that I just gave up on a long time ago.
Tim, what were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, that game is good for like people with like ADHD for sure. Yeah.
Big facts. That's what they
Yeah.
should put on their box like art. They're like great for people who have, ADHD. Sick. We love that. Neurodivergent. Cool. Sick. We fuck with neurodivergent people.
ADHD.
Yeah.
ADHD. Tears of the Kingdom.
Legend of Zelda ADHD.
Just all the ADHD of the kingdom.
It's just
I
like,
could upgrade my HD TV to ADHD.
no, like I don't get it. And then like all the ADHD people are like, nah, I get this game. This makes sense. I got it. Shout outs.
Legend of the ADHD.
Ori, what do you got? Did you pick your answer?
Yeah, I got a good one.
Mm.
I would be Samus because I'm a science nerd, and it'd be
Ty's face.
you're a science nerd who also has a big cannon gun arm, and you're like in space traveling around doing science shit. That's fucking cool, dude. That's some cool shit.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay, listen, they dropped the ball in Metroid. There hasn't been a great Metroid game in a while, especially
Well,
for like console.
okay.
But
Metroid is a
Metroid
ball,
also-
so
Have you played Metroid Dread? Metroid Dread is so good.
on
It's
console.
scary as shit, though.
well, they didn't drop the ball because Metroid is Samus is a ball. So
It's true.
if anything, like that wouldn't be the case. So
sorry, I'm not a dwarf, tiefling, halfling.
Okay, Tiefling is a race. Bard is a class. If you're gonna make jokes, get them right at least. Come on, you can't multi-race. You can multi-class. You can't multi-race.
wow, this is
And two races. I'm not even gonna get into it. Nerd ass.
I'm not gonna.
that's a good idea. I just want to say it's a good idea.
We're not trying to get
It's
elsewhere.
just a
Roll dice,
good.
Added heat.
We don't need some. We don't. I don't need to like cover up some shit if I don't have to. Just saying. You seem like a good guy, Ori. So I don't want to. I don't want to put
Why are you saying you can't have mixed race?
In the video game,
That's true. He said in the video game.
Who makes
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate? I'm coming for them.
Larian. They've only been working on Baldur's Gate 3 for like 20 years.
That's why they're only on the third iteration. Just saying.
Yeah.
They took all that time to carve out Baldur's Gate 3. So, big salutes. Guys, if you play video games, let us know. I love gamers, so let us know. Hit me up.
Unite.
Gamers Unite. I should just get like sponsored by like G Fuel or some shit, you know? Be like, hey, what's up, gamers? Thanks for checking my channel out, even though I don't talk about games other than this one time where I get to be a nerd. And then we go back to being music nerds because they're two different nerds. Gamer
Use code
subs.
audio addiction
Yeah,
to get
okay,
20% off at checkout.
Yo, gamer subs, hit me up. I'm saying it. I'm not kidding. Do it. Love to have you. I'd sponsor shit out of you. Next question, guys. If you were to compile a dream tour lineup, including Elsewhere, who would be on it?
KO.
Hell.
Nice. Hell yeah.
That's it.
For me, it would be definitely be Beartooth,
Ooh.
Blink-182. Probably. It was a day to remember. Actually, they kind of fell off the radar for me a little bit ago. But definitely Beartooth, Blink-182. Yeah, that's it for me.
Smart choice.
Yeah.
Ty?
Oh, I thought Ori said Kendrick Lamar again and froze in time.
KO.
Caleb, buddy. Based.
You have to say it 5 times in the mirror.
Ori, you go first. I'm trying to think about it. I don't know if I can. Trying to think.
I got you. I got Silverstein, Movements, Holding Absence, Covet.
Holding absence.
Yeah. All right.
The interview Covet. I'm so jealous. I'm such a Yvette Young fan.
She's my homegirl. Love her. Shout out.
That's on.
I've
Oh, such a
interviewed.
good
She
fan.
actually funny tangent. She's stayed at when I used to live in New Jersey. She actually stayed at my house, and we I hung out with Covet. So big salutes. I'm not trying to flex or anything, but I did flex a little. Yeah.
Best like in person.
Oh, she's the best. Like literally, I could probably text her right now and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what's up?" You know, and she's gonna be like, "What's going on? How you
Tell-
doing?" So
I'll
big
say
salutes.
Elsewhere said hi.
That's
Listen, Yvette, come on, do collab with Elsewhere. That'd be sick. I'm just
I would
saying.
lose my
You know,
mind.
come on.
I would.
There's
Her
Never
music helped
knows.
me through a lot
She's
of hard times.
their new drummer
Yeah,
Jessica is amazing.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, I haven't seen them with the new lineup yet, but hopefully soon. Yvette, come back to Philly soon. I'll take Ori with me,
And
and
then
then he can
after-
cry.
Well,
yeah. Ask Elsewhere to open the show for you.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That would be quite the
only for
quite the
paper
jump, I
flowers.
think.
Yeah.
No, if I could
Do you
swing
guys like
that.
paper
Only-
flowers?
They
6
only
times.
play paper times. 30 minutes of paper flowers.
On repeat.
On
Yeah.
repeat.
So if I had to say, I would say Elsewhere. There's a band I love called Keep Flying.
Yes. Shout
I would,
outs.
I would love to. Keep Flying just tours all the time, so it
They
wouldn't
do.
even be that. It wouldn't even be that much of a stretch to even do a couple dates with Keep Flying. I'd go Keep Flying. I would go Movements too because I really like the new Movements album a lot. It's going to be a real curveball. I'll probably go Unearth just because they
Oh,
got me into music, and then I think you have to, since we just stole so many of their riffs. We got to go Counterparts.
wait, who?
It's going to be, Counterparts, and then KL to headline the whole event.
Nice. Well, you froze Ori again, so
Yeah.
done. But you know, we'll have to use the like reverse the tome in like fucking Tears of the Kingdom. We'll have to like reverse him back to the
You just have to say Lamar Kendrick.
His internet must be so shit because
Kendrick Lamar.
he is still stuck.
Yeah, I don't know. That's hilarious. Actually, he
That
makes
is-
fun of my internet. Like I live in the middle of nowhere and I have like 15 meg download internet, but he makes fun of me all the time for it. And then his internet does stuff like this.
That's Bombcast for you.
Yeah,
Gotta love it. Well,
yeah.
oh,
Wait, it took me 24 hours to download Baldur's Gate 3 because it's 100 gigs.
and
Jesus.
it took Ori 72 hours to download Discord.
I don't know what's going on today.
You talked about too much crazy shit here. I think that's what they're trying to tell us.
FBI starting to like monitor my. Sure, there's a headless
They heard you talk about Baldur's Gate 3. They're like, "How dare you? How dare you?"
I called out Larian for their mixed race.
Oh my god. Well, the last question I have for you guys is my favorite question that I've been asking bands as of, I would say, a couple years ago, but it's just really something I find enjoyable about doing interviewing, and obviously loved having you guys on. Everybody go check out Elsewhere. I'll give them a moment to talk about their band after this question, so make sure to stick around for it. But I love interviewing bands. I don't know if that's pretty evident to you guys or not. If it's not, then we can restart and do it all over again. No, I really do love enjoying times with bands and getting to know them and really kind of like, again, immersing myself into their world and what they do. But wanted to know why you guys are passionate about making music. I think it's oftentimes we look at it from the perspective of like, oh, song good, like music, sick, and that's great. Like, people can look at it from that perspective, and that's awesome. But for me, I always find like that attachment to why bands do it. Why are they passionate about making music? Because A, it's difficult. B, it takes up a lot of your free time, can be expensive, certainly. So there's a lot of factors I feel like go into being in a band and dedicating a lot of time and effort into it. So wanted to know why you guys do it and why it's important to you and why you guys create music. I know it's a loaded question, to be fair.
Go ahead, Ori. I know you've got a.
I'm on.
Just go ahead.
So for me, it's like I like have to do music or I go crazy. I think writing is such a fun, like, the part that I get most out of, because I always thought music was cool because like you have a voice and like the music's kind of like the background to that voice, and you like. So I tend to write stuff that's like really meaningful. Not that other people don't like, but I have to talk about like something that I'm really passionate about. And
Sure.
That's why like a lot of Elsewhere has like environmental undertones, because like that's something that I'm really passionate about, that I study, that I am always like trying to like push forward. So I think music is just a way for me to kind of get that passion out and express it in a way where like people can like listen for like the music and then listen to the lyrics and be like, oh, he might be talking about some like environmental shit here. Like maybe we should not be okay with this, or like try to change this. And I think it's cool to be able to have like a platform to express things that you're concerned about and like bring up topics that people need to listen to and to learn about in a way that's artistic, and not just like a politician being like, oh, it's boring as fuck. And so I think I really like bands, like a lot of bands that inspired me, like Enter Shikari, who has like a lot of environmental kind of undertones, and just that they're putting such a complex subject into like a very pointed, like their song Arguing with Thermometers.
Yeah.
Is just like such a great like commentary on climate change and how people are like ignoring it because of money and stuff. And that's what really inspired me, I think, to write a lot of like environmental undertones, but not like super preachy, but just so it kind of takes maybe like the second or third time listening to be like, okay,
Sure.
Okay.
For me, it's I never really had an outlet per se. More or less of just playing music. Literally just consider my basement, whether it's my drums, some bass, some guitar, But this band, it really, it just in general just helps you just let out a lot of frustration, a lot of anger. So that's in my opinion, that's like one of the best. It's one of the best outlets. Even if like you don't write the lyrics. I mean, I actually do actually write in my free time. I actually live right next to a coffee shop. Ever since I just moved. So, once I get more settled in, I'll go over there, I'll just, write a lot of like, so I mean, like writing like is an outlet of mine to let out, some of my let out some of my past and stuff like that. So hopefully, hopefully I can let those, I'll even give like Ori, some of my stuff that I've written. A lot of it is dark. Probably not as dark as Ori's, but yeah, I'll give I'll give him some stuff. But yeah, it's playing music, just like even just live. It really does let out angst, a lot of emotion, stuff like that. Like I've even like kind of teared up on stage, like even if it's just like a
Yeah.
float, like a floor show. Especially Unsure, but yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, music. I joined a band late. Like I have only been really serious about music for probably 4 or 5 years and stuff like that. Growing up, I played music and stuff like that, but I never joined a band. And just the outlet you get from playing a song live that you had a hand in writing, and then somebody after that show just saying, "Hey, I really liked such and such song. I really liked your set and stuff." Like
Mm-hmm.
this, the things you talk about in the song is like something I've been dealing with, and it's nice to like connect that to you. Like it's nice to know, even from like our point of view when we write the song, that like even if just one person in that crowd is like, "Oh, I know exactly what they're going through. I'm going through that too. This song is helping me get through that." It's really the coolest feeling. And if you've never got to experience it, it's hard to explain. And it's like really cool to see. Like we just played a show a month ago where we played with some of our friends, and there were like 15 people just screaming along the words to the songs that we wrote, which is like just such an incredible feeling to like
Sure.
people screaming the words back to you. Like Tim said he's shed a tear on stage. I almost cry literally every time we play, just because there's so much emotion and it just means so much to me. Like it
Sure.
just
Yeah.
is such a cool way to connect with the people that I've written this music with, people that I've get to show these songs to. Like music is cool as fuck.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, especially.
Go ahead, Timmy. Sorry.
Oh, I'm
Shoot.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was about to say, yeah. I mean, especially like when people come up to you, like you don't even know. That's one of the coolest feelings for sure. Really connecting with the community. That's honestly the best part of it all. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like
Yeah,
this
for sure.
very cool like interpersonal connection, especially with like heavier music, that ultimately drew me into going to a lot of local shows early on in my life, and obviously to the point where now I'm interviewing bands, and I think it's a gratifying feeling that I think I can kind of relate to in that way, where like, I've gotten to interview bands that have meant a lot to me personally, and I've been able to have like a great conversation with them and saying like, hey, like without your band, like, I don't know where I would be at in life. And I think that that's kind of like the truest sentiment in terms of like this type of music that I think kind of can transcend other genres, that um there's such a connection that you have in the way that like, if someone screams it or someone's like really singing with like a lot of emotion, that you really can kind of like really feel yourself into. Like there's just something special about like a live crowd, and like especially with people singing along and knowing the lyrics, and like there's just something really intentional about that, and like the fact that people would spend time to like read out lyrics or like know the songs that well to be able to just sing it back to a group. I think that that is like, I would argue, a pretty unmatched energy. Like again, as I mentioned before to you guys, I went to go see Sleep Token, and literally having the entire room like singing the same lyrics is an insane feeling. And I can only imagine like if you were a band, like having everybody sing that shit back to you as you're on stage, like I feel like I would feel like that type of influx of emotions, just because like it's like, oh, I've spent a lot of time writing this. I've spent like hard years of my life working on some of these things, and it's like, again, such an insane feeling that you would get to be able to experience that live. So I gotta give you a lot of kudos for doing what you guys do, and like obviously making that much of an impact on other people, to be like having people sing along to your lyrics. That's such a cool thing. So that's awesome. But get into the last thing, guys. The most important thing. Tell them where they can find Elsewhere at. What you guys have coming up in the next couple months. You can talk about the new album a little bit. Feel free to give a little bit of disclaimer for it, and anything else you'd like to plug about your band. Don't everybody jump
Go
at
ahead,
once.
Ori. I'll fill. Ori, go ahead. Well, wait. Okay. So September 23rd, we are playing a benefit show at Phantom Power in Millersville. It's to benefit the Lancaster County homeless. It's us, The Art of Deception, Monument of a Memory. A new band just joined, and I will look up the name so I get it right. Yeah, they just followed us on Instagram. I can find it here real quick. I'm sorry. It's Amathia, Monument of a Memory, and Defiant. It's a benefit show on the 23rd. Doors are 4. We play at 5. Come hang out. It's for a good cause. After that, on October 6th, we are playing at the West York Inn with our friends Bedroom Floor, the fucking Goats, Escape Artist, the fucking Goats, A Starlight. Oh man, fuck me. I forgot the name of that band. Sorry. I'm usually way better at this.
Yeah.
It's a Starlight Gray, who we've never played with before, but I'm excited to see them. The West York Inn is a really cool spot in York. It's going to be a good time. After that, kind of quiet for the rest of the month. On the 28th of October, we are going to Brooklyn to record some records.
Hey.
There's a link in our bio. You can buy a personalized record from us. We'll play any of the songs on that list. I can tell you a joke. I'll bring the dummy along if you want.
No, don't do that.
I'll bring the dummy if you really want me to. Yeah. Oh my God. We have to bring the dummy with us, and we'll just film throughout the city of us just walking around with it. That's hilarious, actually. I'm writing
This is
that down.
getting worse. This is getting worse. I just want to say.
Thank you.
Getting worse.
Thank you. And then on November 4th, we are playing an album release show once again with our friends Bedroom Floor. We're playing with one of Ori's musical inspirations, Water Me Down, who Ori has also gotten me into. I really enjoy Water Me Down's music. Playing with our friends in Sunny Mondays from Dundalk, Maryland. It's kind of like this really cool math rock band. And then opening the show is Canopy Cover, who is like this electronic indie artist, who is actually Ori's brother.
Ori is
it's
frozen.
at HMAC. Always. What the fuck, man?
Always,
Get
let's
better
go.
internet. He didn't even say Kendrick Lamar. But we're playing downstairs at HMAC November 4th. It's a huge deal to us. If you're free, please come out. This is hopefully the start of something really great for us.
Ori, what would you like to add since you're back with us again?
Just a little scoop on like the album. It's eight tracks. It's an emotional album about like the whole concept for I Hope It Haunts You came to me like after I was seeing a therapist who after like a year kind of told me that he didn't want to see me anymore. So I was like in a weird headspace afterwards, and I was like, I hope he wonders if like I'm still around. Like I hope it haunts you. That's like the thought that came in my mind that kind of sparked this kind of inspiration for the album. So it's like a mesh of a lot of like darker like emotional kind of feelings with like mental health and stuff.
Oh boy.
Oh, he froze again.
Oh man, he is
kind of going to shit.
Oh. You're back now.
Comcast knows I'm at the end of my Comcast rope here.
Oh God. Jesus.
The next album is all about how Comcast hates Ori.
Yeah. But it's like a mesh of like that dark kind of like environment, like emotional mental health kind of topic with like environmentalism and how the world's kind of going to shit, kind of merged into one kind of angsty, emotional, emo anthem. But we did release like Knife is like the heaviest song on the album by far. Paper Flowers is the softest song by far. So like the rest is going to be in that middle ground, and we're super excited. I think it's a very emotional, I think people are going to like it. I hope.
It's very cliche to say, but very cliche to say, but it's 100% our best work as a band. Like writing, like when Elsewhere was in the prehistoric ages, when Josh and I wrote those songs, these were great songs. And then the rest of Elsewhere wrote the rest of Hopeless, great songs. Then we wrote A Different Side of Fangs, and they were better songs. And now it's a very logical, like a growth from A Different Side of Fangs. And it's weird writing these songs now because you kind of almost compare them to songs you've written in the past.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
like, oh, this is a better version of this song, or this is a better version of this song. And I couldn't be more happy with the songs that are on this album. And even if most of our music isn't for you, if you're listening to this right now, there'll be a song on this album that you like. Or I'll give you your money back, I guess I can say that.
Well,
But you have to buy it. You can't stream it. I'm not paying for your Spotify.
you have to purchase it.
That's an Eric the Dummy. No, it's an Eric the Dummy guarantee.
Eric the Dummy. No. All right. Well, you had to throw the dummy in there. That's fucking wild. Anyway, if you guys like this, go check out Elsewhere. All of the links will be in the description. Their YouTube channel, their Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, OnlyFans, whatever. I don't know. They got it all. So it's all going to be down there. Go check it out. There was a joke I was going to make about Ricky, but not going to do it because it may be NSFW. So we're gonna pass on that one. But if you like the band, be excited for the release. I'm super pumped. I'm definitely going to be checking it out when it comes out on November the 3rd. So go check it out. If you enjoyed this interview, I also want to give a major shout out to Nikki from Ranaver. Big salutes to the homegirl. Love her. Go check out Ranaver. Yeah, if you like this interview, share it, like it, subscribe. It goes a long way. I am trying to hit 5K before the year's over with. So, if you want to help me out, that'd be really cool. That would be amazing. And huge thanks to Elsewhere for coming on, and shout outs to Comcast Internet. We love you here, apparently.
But thank you for having us on today. It's been great.
Yeah, thanks, man. That was awesome.